Hello YouTubers, silver enthusiasts, welcome back. If you caught my first video, if you saw that, you know I bought my first gold coin. I reached a milestone, my first 100 ounces. As a result of catching the gold bug, I stretched myself a little bit, and this week I'll be eating some ramen noodles. Maybe the next couple weeks, bought a box of these bad boys. There will be no silver reveals for the near future as I recover. So I wanted to show off my stack, my first 100 ounces, as it is a milestone for me. And without further ado. So what we have here is just a little display of the stack. A little B-roll thing I was attempting to do. It's a little awkward silence as the camera pans through the stack. Bear with it, the video picks up a little bit after this. I'll start off by telling you how I source my silver. I go to the local coin shop where I'm at. There's two prices, rounds or government issued silver. There's no difference between, say, an American Eagle or a Canadian Maple Leaf. They're both government, so therefore they're the same price. Rounds are generally $1 less. I started off my journey, finances. Well, I built my foundation on this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. I try to hold on 10% of everything I make. I save it, then invest it. I started my journey with Bitcoin. I got into Bitcoin. I was excited that someone like me could get into the markets, have a chance at making some money, and so my investing journey started there. And then it moved on to silver. I started getting curious about silver. Robert Kiyosaki, his famous line, everyone can afford an ounce of silver. And I started watching people like Robert Manarino, who writes for the Trends Journal. He's, silver is the most undervalued asset, he keeps saying. Also, another person said, even like a homeless person could afford an ounce of silver every month. So I went out, purchased my first silver, which was, I got 4 ounces of these St. Goggins, if I pronounce that right, rounds. Silver at that time was around, I would say, 22, 24. That was the spot price. Around there, I think when I bought these, the spot price was around 24. There was higher premiums, paid a $4 premium for that. Premiums have since went down. Premiums today, $3. So I tried to stack value because it was hard to stack rounds like the Buffalo rounds because I wanted to be a stacker first and, a little bit of a collector. So I wanted to get close to the spot as possible. So as you can see here, I got like 20 rounds, bars. I didn't know what I wanted to collect at the time. So I got a little bit of everything, a little bit of fractionals. Like, I love this. You got to have the Don't tread on me if you're a silver stacker. Boston Tea Party, half-ounce round. Love those. Love the buffalo, the real buffalo nickel there. Oh, silver, but they're too high premiums for me, so I just got a piece or two. Got some bars. Really love this one, Dragon. A little toning on the bottom. I get everything like secondhand, and so one of my favorite rounds is this. This is Bill of Rights. This is from, I believe, the car company, Mercury, or Chrysler Corporation. This was like a round issued to their employees, probably at a stock meeting or something like that. Cool little gift. But here, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, with the eagle on the shield. So this is one of my favorite rounds. Excuse me. It has a little history to it. This is one of my favorite rounds. This is Wall Street Bets, like all the crazy stuff that goes on with them and everything I love. There's a lot of, you gotta look closely. There's a lot of detail to this. But this is like a reminder of the GameStop era, all the craziness and madness. Got the Aztec round. Really love those. If I could stack these, I would love to do that. But where I'm at, I can't. It's hard to stack just one type of round. So and there's such great deals too. So when I started stacking, I wanted to get around the world, like Noah's Ark coin. I got the Britannicas. I really love the security features. These are really beautiful. Detail. Yeah, I love it. Got the old Philharmonic. Yeah. Had to get the kangaroo. Barbados. So I tried getting coins from all around the world. That was what I kind of focused on next. And a lot of these coins are the same price as if I picked up an eagle. Like I said, there's no difference between government rounds and government issued, and like the pandas, they're government issued. Like I didn't really pay a extra premium for these. They're just, I could have purchased an eagle as well. So I tried to kind of turn it into like a value buyer, try to get the best bang for the buck. If I looking towards the future of maybe reselling, like, if I ever took the time to resell on eBay or something like that, some of these pieces I could get a little extra for. So at that time, like a lot of this silver, I got, let's see, like this, I got for the price of a round. 9/11 Memorial Eagle, so take deals like that all day. But so silver, most of the silver you see up to here, probably about, and I got some eagles too. I got a tube of eagles, a bunch of eagles mixed in. So pretty much around my first like 70 ounces were rounds. Trying to get different government coins, different world coins, and then trying to get the best value. And then silver hit $30, kept bouncing up there, and felt the price jumping. So I started stacking more premium stuff. I figured, hey, let me get a little bit more premium. So one of the coins I really enjoy is this one here. Forgive me for the light and the video quality, everything. I'm just my second video. I'm just learning and gotta get better stuff, better at it. But I enjoy it, and I think I'll continue, going on. But this was my first 2 ounce coin, and just feeling a 2 ounce coin in your hand for the first time, I just loved it. So, also, so silver jumped to $30, and also I found out that my local coin store has eBay store. So this is the first I saw this on his eBay store, and this was like my first premium silver I bought. I thought my stack needed a little flash, and this was at a good price. I think I paid maybe 35 I forget. That's why I want to make these videos too. Show off my LCS purchases. So I have a video blog of how much I paid, and kind of like my journey. So I stepped up, bought a couple premium pieces. Second premium piece I bought and was this one. I might have got this at like 68. I forget. I got a, but now they're getting close to, you know, premium. The premiums are getting eat up by spot. So I'm getting excited that because a lot of my stacks already passed the premiums and into a little bit of profit. So he had an eBay store, and I started getting on it, a little coin porn, if you would. So he had these Queen's Beasts, so I would pick up like a Queen's Beast when I could. I ended up getting like, what was it, six of them? 2, 4, 6 of them. I want to finish the set, but I'm in no rush. I want to get a good price. I'm not gonna overspend for them. All these I got for, or a lot of, 3 of them I got for like $35 an ounce, and so they're like 70 a coin. Um, this one was like 66. I think there's some milk spot on the queen. So this one's already, bearing a little profit past the premium. This one I paid a little extra for. Paid a little premium on that one. I think that one was like paid 80, so that was like 40 an ounce. A little premium on that one. That's one of the more expensive ones. Yeah, and like 35 an ounce for these. So I thought they were a great value. I really enjoy them. It's a collection I want to finish. And like I said, I'm in no rush, near future. And really saw these on eBay. 2 ounce Libertad 2020 24. I got another one there. So I get a lot of enjoyment, out of these. I have these plastic sleeves. I'm not sure how I want to protect my silver yet, or how much I want to invest. Spending $25 for a tube of airtights is a little over my budget. And at the same time, once silver hit like $30, I got my first Morgan. Figure before these start jumping up, and I wanted to get first like Libertads. One of my favorite coins. I got paid a little bit of a premium, not much, for these older type Libertads with the writing. You can see that. Phone's not doing it justice, but I love the writing. on the sides of these. See, yeah, my having lighting issues. I have to work on that for the next video. But yeah, I love this depiction, the eagle and the snake. This is one of my favorite coins. There we go, a little bit there. So if I see something like this is an automatic pickup. Love them. And I stack eagles. Um, I got a tube of eagles. I got these two starting my second tube. Let me and it's funny, I don't know if any of you guys ever watched like The Sopranos. When I came in, I'm a Gen X. I was born in the early 70s, and it felt like I was born in the end. Like, I think the first episode of The Sopranos, Tony mentions that I feel like I came in at the end of the mafia, and I feel like I came in at the end of the glory, I guess, of the United States. So this was just it's interesting to me that you could exchange this for silver back in the day. And so when I was born, we just got off the gold standard, and I feel like I was caught up in an experiment I didn't want to be in. Also got constitutional. Been saving some dimes. Got some halves. So going forward, my next 100 ounces, I wanted to begin to stack more constitutional instead of rounds. I want to go more constitutional. I find a lot of this in like coinstores. I think this is actually Canadian. 80%. I enjoy the old stuff. Find stuff in the coinstores like this. If you see any of the rosies in here, they're from the coinstores. I like all the older constitutional. I don't like the presidents. So with everything you see here, I got a tube of eagles. Moving forward, I'm going to stack eagles and constitutional. Just makes sense of where I buy my silver. A lot of these, like if I was to buy an ounce today, silver's around got knocked down a little bit, around 33.50 now, but I would get this for like 36 currently. The premiums have dropped to like $3 over spot. Sometimes he cuts me a break, I get like 270. I paid 270 over a spot or something like that, but there's nothing wrong with these. And once again, I'm apologize for the lighting. I'm gonna have to work on that, but I'm just gonna continue stack these. I see a lot of videos, like I look ahead and wonder how I'm gonna, when the day comes to sell, what that's gonna look like. So what I try to do is I want to concentrate. Like my first 100 ounces was kind of figuring out what I like, what I'm into, what I want to continue to stack going forward. Like I said, I'm going to go with the Eagles, the Constitutional, with an eye towards selling. Silver spikes, I'd probably sell half my stack. Um, Eagles make sense. They're, I get them at what I, find is a good price. They're easy to get rid of. Usually get above spot for them. A couple years ago, the premiums got out of hand with them. That could happen again. Who knows? I don't count on it, but it's a possibility. I And the constitutional, I figured that'd be like rounds for me. Get some cheaper silver. I really enjoy the history and enjoy that more. Pick up a couple, rounds or something catches my eye. It's hard to pass up the pandas at the coin store because they're the same price as the eagles. All right, so let me wrap up this video. Thank you. If you made it this far, thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to make some more of these videos going forward, hopefully improve the quality also. Let me know what you think, how I did, what you think of my plans moving forward. Before we go, I love this round. If I could stack rounds like this, I would constantly get a tube of these. I would definitely do that. This is just like raw silver. I don't know if my phone's doing it justice, but you can see like the glimmering silver everywhere. Just like raw silver, not polished, like cut in the old prospector, the western town. Just raw glimmering silver, like details on these. I really enjoy these. And it has the mint mark. I like rounds that have mint marks, so I'm too picky with my rounds. So constitutional silver probably be a better, stacking that would be a better fit for me moving forward. And all right, before I just start rambling on, let me cut this off. Once again, thanks for tuning in and be blessed.